Hello, little ones. All set to go to bed? So here's today's story for your Slumbertime Yarns. It is titled as The Wolf and the Seven Kids. Let's begin.
Listen, my children,
said the old nanny goat to her 7 lively kids.
I have to go quickly into the woods to get food. Be very good. Do not fight with each other, and above all, do not open the door to anyone. It might be that wicked wolf.
She gave each one a kiss and went on her way. But as you will probably have guessed, the wolf have waited for her to leave because young plump kids were his favorite food. He crept quietly up to the closed door and knocked and said in a deep voice,
"Dear little children, open the door. I am your mother and have brought you something nice."
The kids were very sensible and cautious too. However,
"We are not stupid to let you in, you nasty wolf,"
they shouted.
"Our mother has a soft, high voice and not a deep voice like yours."
Then the wolf swallowed a whole lot of chalk in order to make his voice really high-pitched.
"Open up, you dear little children,"
he squeaked and knocked at the front door once again.
"I am your mother."
But the kids looked through the gap of the door and saw a pair of black feet.
"No, no,"
they shouted in disgust.
"Our mother has feet as white as snow. Stay outside, you wicked wolf."
The crafty wolf then made his way to the baker and asked him to cover his paws with flour. The baker thought it seemed rather an odd thing to ask, but he took one look at the wolf's sharp teeth and did as he was told. The wolf returned to the house and knocked at the front door for the 3rd time. And when the kids saw his white paws, they called out,
"Oh yes, this is our mother!"
and they cheerfully opened the door. But the poor little kids got such a fright when they saw the wicked wolf pushing his way into the house. Whatever would happen to them now? They quickly looked for somewhere to hide. One crept under the bed, another one hid behind the curtain, another hid behind the fire screen. One took refuge under the soup tureen, and one even crawled into the stovepipe. But there was no getting away from him. The wolf caught them all and swallowed them up.
Yummy.
Only the youngest kid was saved because it had hidden in the grandfather clock, and the wolf did not think of looking in there. Soon afterwards, the old nanny goat arrived back home. She had brought a big basket full of delicious grasses and herbs.
"It's good to be home," she thought, "and my children will be so happy with these wonderful tidbits."
But oh horror! The front door was left wide open. The little kids had all disappeared. Inside the house, the room was in a terrible mess. Everything was untidy. The chairs had been thrown over and the soup tureen was smashed. The old goat could hardly believe her eyes. There was absolute silence and nothing moved, and not a single kid was inside. The tears ran down the nanny goat's face. She sobbed and cried.
"Oh, my poor children, if only you had listened to your mother.
Now you have all been eaten by the wicked wolf. Just then, a squeaky little voice came from the grandfather clock. Mother, open up! I'm still alive! The mother was so happy that she could at least hug one of her children. But listen, the little kid suddenly called out. Who is snoring so loudly? I think the wolf is lying down in the garden and is fast asleep. Indeed, it is him, crawled the nanny goat. Quickly, child, fetch my big scissors. Who knows, perhaps your brothers and sisters might still be alive. We must try to save them. The nanny goat ran as fast as she could into the garden and snip, 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 she cut open the wolf's stomach. The kids crawled out happily one after the other. How happy everybody was! They all hugged and kissed each other. Now, children, said the mother, every one of you fetch a heavy stone and put it into the wolf's stomach. The kids did this as quickly as they could. Then the nanny goat skillfully stitched up his stomach so that she would not feel a thing. Just grunted a bit in his sleep. The kids laughed and hid with their mother in the house. At last, the wolf woke up, yawned and stretched, and started to run around. Because he was very thirsty, so he bent over the well in order to have a drink. The weight of the heavy stones pulled him down into the deep well, and he splashed down right to the bottom. The kids had been watching from the window, and they pranced into the garden feeling very happy and relieved. The wicked wolf was lying in the well and was no longer a danger. The kids and their mother held each other by the paws and danced around the well singing, "Hurrah! The wolf is dead! He will not hurt us anymore! Now we can all live happily ever after!" So children, we are done with today's tales. Have a good night's sleep. Sleep tight.